So I've got in front of me here quite a big document grouping, and it's quite sad. Documents sadly are overlooked by the majority of collectors, but I'm going to show you what's interesting for me in this grouping and what's sad about it. And yeah, it's a story. It's one story from end to end. The story doesn't begin here, but I think it's a good place to start. So it's wrote by Bernard Henken. He was a private in a Krautschützen battalion, a motorcycle battalion. Interestingly, he was also a medic. So let's start here with this letter. Russia, the 26th of the 5th, 1942. To my parents and my brothers and sisters, he's basically writing here that he's been shot on the front. A rifle shot has hit him in the stomach under his left chest and it's stuck there. He was operated. He had heavy pain, but it started to get a little bit better. In actual fact, that was his last letter. He would die in under a week later. What happened? This letter from Lieutenant Juncker, sent to his wife, Frau Henken, says that they were under heavy fire. The group was in their positions. The fire was coming from a Scharfschützen, which means sniper. One private jumped from one hole to another, and a bullet had hit him directly in the heart. He fell without making any noise. Bernard then seen what happened, jumped up to see if he could help, and then another shot had hit him in the stomach. It also says here, interestingly, that their heavy mortars then took the enemy sniper right with a foil treffer, hit him as a direct hit. So moving on, you can see here that Henken had won the Iron Cross, 2nd class. Krautschützen Battalion 160 were a part of the 60th Infantry Division. They had fought through Charkow and moved towards Stalingrad, I think it was, yeah, Stalingrad, and they were completely wiped out in Stalingrad. So, a pretty sad unit, what had happened to all those guys. Iron Cross, 2nd class, of course they didn't wear it. So here's the interesting one. This is the signed for envelope, the dreaded letter to the wife of Bernard Henken. And inside it has the bear pass with the cross. You can see here, that's him. You can see some of his basic details. In 1909 he was born, he was Catholic, from Deutsches Reich, from Germany, from Steinfurt. Some other details you can see here, his unit. Bear with me, trained on the Kabine 98, the rifle 98, and the light machine gun 34. Promoted to private. He was awarded the Iron Cross 2nd class. Where he had been: Romania, Bulgaria, Balkans, Sarajevo, and the Eastern Front, Stellung, Donetsk-Becken. You can see here, he died on the 3rd of the 6th, 1942. Moving on, here's his death card. A lot of collectors collect death cards. They hold a little story always. You can see here that his full story's in it. They took part in the Balkan operation, went in the east, was always on the front line fighting. When he tried to help his comrade, he was heavily wounded. 9 days later, God released him from his pain. Sad story. Interesting document. You can see here exactly where he was buried. It's a map made by the Grave Services. So yeah, documents are completely underrated in my view in the militarium scene. But hopefully that gives you a little overview of quite a unique grouping and a very sad grouping to a German soldier. It's a death certificate. Just a little scan over it again. You can see here he wrote some letters to his family from Russia. He's in the distance. You can see the stars. All hand drawn. Yeah. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Should I make more of these videos? Are they interesting?